Y'all don't know my struggle. Y'all can't match my hustle. You can't catch my hustle. You can't fathom my love, dude. Lock yourself in a room doing 5 beats a day for 3 summers. That's a different world like 3 summers. I deserve to do these numbers.
Yo, what's up YouTube? It's the Great Patriot here, back again with another video for you guys. I am bringing a top 5 response to KiDDaGamer, my boy KDG. So y'all don't know him, so go ahead, check out his channel, and I will leave his top 5 video in the description below. But one of his subscribers hit him up and said, look, I want to see who's your top 5 quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, and tight ends. So he did that, answered the video. And looking at that list, I was like, man, I got something to say about this list, and he did it, and I'm gonna do what he did. You see the Madden 16 gameplay in the background. It's a different game, so don't worry if you're watching this video from Kid and you haven't seen, and you did see his video. This is a different game, I'm pretty sure, 100% sure. So I'm doing what he did in no particular order. And yeah, let's get into it. And also, me and Kid, we will start having a podcast very soon. It might start next week, but during the NFL season for sure. So follow us on Twitter and everything. Be on the lookout for that. We're gonna have our own NFL podcast channel showing our thoughts and everything. Because if you guys pay attention to us on Twitter or on our live streams, we just go back and forth at it. So I thought the idea, like, look, I mean, why not, man? Because it's time for us to actually talk about it. It's time not just to keep it up for Twitter, but to bring it to the YouTube. So, and we also give each other shots here and there, But hey, it's time to bring it to YouTube. So the podcast will be coming out soon. But right now, let's get into the video. Top 5 QBs, running backs, wide receivers, and tight ends. And what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna go do tight ends. Then I'm gonna do running backs. I'm gonna do tight ends, QBs. No, tight ends. I'm gonna do it any order. I'll figure it out because I have the list in front of me. I have his list in front of me too. So, and I might put it on the screen too. So, we're gonna start with the tight ends. His tight ends in no particular order, and I wrote them down in order as he said it. He said it was Gronk, of course, Jimmy Graham, Julius Thomas, Greg Olsen, and Jason Witten. And of course, he had Martellus Bennett as the honorable mention. And I'll tell you right now, I agree with this list to a fault. As my phone's ringing while I'm doing this, I agree to this list to a fault. Everything he said was fact. Gronk, Graham, Thomas, Greg Olsen, but that Jason Witten though, I don't know if he's the 5th best tight end. I mean, it's close because you do have Martellus Bennett right there, but it's close. But I'm still going to agree with him. I say Jason Witten is the 5th best tight end. But who knows? This could change this season depending on Martellus Bennett and depending on Jason Witten. As I'm looking at this gameplay, you saw that how Antonio Brown just stopped blocking. Yeah, that's still a Madden. That's gonna be some bullshit. So let's get into the wide receivers let's get into the quarterbacks. Nah, fuck it. Let's get into the quarterbacks. The meat. That was the tight ends was the drink. The quarterbacks is usually the entree, but we kind of have the same quarterbacks. But I'm gonna give it where we have the differences at. So we both have Tom Brady, even though he said it last. The disrespect of him naming him last. Aaron Rodgers, who I'm not going to talk about who's the better quarterback. Again, this is no particular order. Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning. And here's where we disagree, because he had those 3 players too. He had Romo and Flacco on his top 5. Now, me personally, I think that Romo and Flacco are not top 5. Not even Flacco is nowhere close to top 5 to me. He barely squeezed in the top 10 for me, but Romo is on the outside looking in. I know that's KDG's boy, and I know Romo is good, but he really only had one great season where he's impressed me. And I'm talking about winning a playoff game, going to the playoffs. And a guy who has been to the playoffs and has done stuff in the playoffs, that's what I like to do. Drew Brees, he was his honorable mention. So Tony Romo's going to be my honorable mention. So I'm going with, in no particular order, Ben Roethlisberger. Yes, I know people want to say, what? Ben Roethlisberger, but keep in mind, this guy was 2nd in the league last year, if I'm not mistaken. 2nd or 1st? Yeah, he was behind Drew Brees. He was 2nd in the league in passing yards And if you guys hear noise in the background, again, I'm still on vacation. People are in the other room. So it's nothing I can really do because they're too loud and they won't shut the fuck up. But hey, you know, I have Ben Roethlisberger there because just him, when it gets to the playoffs, you know it's something serious. And he's so, the toughness and everything. So that's why I have Ben Roethlisberger there. And I can't believe KDG didn't have this, but I have Andrew Luck there in the top 5. Yes, I said Andrew Luck. People might have thought Russell Wilson. I can't put Russell Wilson in there yet, even though he is clutch. He is great. Russell Wilson, to me, is probably the 7th, 8th best quarterback in the league. He's you know, but all these quarterback races are close because there's so many next tier quarterbacks. Like besides the Brady, the Peyton, and the Rodgers, because usually you'll say Breeze, but I don't even put Breeze in that category anymore because he's not in playoff contention. So Luck right there, he's squeaking into the list. I think pretty sure he's won a playoff game each of his first years in the playoffs as in this league. So that's why I have Andrew Luck there. Now, let's get into these running backs or wide receivers. I'm gonna go wide receiver. He has Des Bryant. I can't disagree. Megatron, even though he had a slow year, mostly because of injury, I can't disagree. And he has Antonio Brown. I can't disagree there. And Demaryius Thomas. Can't disagree there. But here's what we'll disagree at right there. He has Jordy Nelson, number 5. I gotta put my boy, because I like him because he was from Alabama, but I kind of fell off of him because I just liked him using the NCAA because he was so cheese. But the homie Julio Jones is number 5 on my list. Yes, sir. This boy Julio Jones missed about 3 games last year and still had more receiving yards than Jordy Nelson. More catches. Now, Jordy did beat him in the touchdowns by a lot, but keep in mind, he was on the Atlanta Falcons team that didn't score that many touchdowns, and he was the only offensive threat really on that Falcons team, so they're just worried about them. And you don't remember, I'm going to do it because Kid just did a defensive cornerback list, and I'm pretty sure he has Pat Pete up there. I haven't seen the video, but I'm pretty sure he has it. Pat Pete, a top 5 cornerback, he shredded him for over 200 yards, and this is after Patrick Peterson talking smack, and he shredded him. He made Patrick Peterson look like a bum. He made him look like Tremont Williams. He made him look like Sam Shields. Yes, shots fired. Bow, bow, shots fired at you, kid. But, oh my God, son, this boy, Julio Jones, and especially since he has a guy like Matt Ryan, who isn't bad, but let's be in mind, he's no Aaron Rodgers. So a guy like him, just putting up numbers like that, I'm sorry, kid. If Julio would have played all 16 games, you would have seen Julio Jones is that man, that beast. Even though Jordy Nelson is slept on, I don't sleep on Jordy. I used to, but now I don't sleep on him. But Jordy, you are the honorable mention for the wide receivers, and I will put all my top 5 on the screen at the end, so don't worry about that. So, now we're going to talk about the running backs. Even though he didn't play last year, we both have Adrian Peterson because it's A fucking P. You already know he come back this year, he gonna dominate. I got him going for 1,700 yards. That's just me though. We both have the beast mode, Marshawn Lynch. That's a given, and we both have Le'Veon Bell. Now again, another debate: Shady and DeMarco. Wow. To me, Shady led the league in rushing last year, and before I was thinking about putting this list together, I wanted to make sure that, because I knew Shady had a down year, but his down year was still 3rd in the league in rushing. Oh man, I had to keep Shady on this list. It's tough, but I had to just because this man is so close. But, here's the but though. DeMarco Murray is nowhere near this top 5 running back list. I'm not just going over last season. See, that's the thing. Top 5 to me is not based on just last season. I go by the past 2-3 seasons. And the past 2-3 seasons, and Kid wouldn't talk about Jordy Nelson, Arian Foster has been slept on every year of his career besides that rookie year where he broke out. Arian Foster is a beast. If only he could stay healthy, I think he could probably potentially rank himself in the top as the #1 best running back in the league, because the man, he gets the carries, he does the job done, he can go through the tackles, go outside, and he's a great pass catcher. And another guy who I was thinking about putting over Shady, but then I thought about it, I said I can't do it. You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I know everything I said to Shady is true, but then again, he wasn't that Chip Kelly offense. They ran a lot of plays, but I'm gonna have to go with the homie Jamal Charles, man. JC beat Shady McCoy. I took out LaShawn McCoy. Yes, I did. For Jamal Charles. I know you guys are gonna look at me like, what are you doing? But look at this. Think about it. He has Alex Smith as his quarterback. No Chiefs receiver. I believe only maybe 1 touchdown or 0 they scored. So that means it was either Alex Smith running touchdowns, who had like 3, versus, and who else was going to score besides the defense? It was Jamal Charles, man. Jamal Charles had all the focus. He has to do everything. He has to catch. He has to catch passes, do screens, run routes, run the ball. He has to do all this stuff. And Jamal Charles is slept on because, in the words of Wiley, he's Hollywood. Hey, Hollywood. Hey, Hollywood swinging. So, again, I'm going to put the list up there right now. And I'm actually going to probably do a comparison of what we have now. So, again. So yes, I'm putting the list on the screen right now, as you see. So go ahead, check out my boy Kid's channel, like, subscribe, comment, leave me your top 5 quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, and tight ends in the description below. This is just responsibility to Kid. Again, podcast will be coming out soon, so I will put a video when it will be up, and also check it out on Twitter. Check me out on Twitter so you'll know when it's official. Because Twitter, you will get it before YouTube. I'll tell you that right now. So, yeah, let me know your top 5s of that. And then he put out a video, I believe, while I was about to record this. It was top 5 defensive linemen, defensive backs, corners and safeties, and linebackers. So, I'm going to do that video eventually. Probably, it'll be coming out Friday or Saturday, depending on when this video comes out. So, yeah, man. Like, subscribe, comment, like I said before. Enjoy the list, and let me know down below, y'all. If you guys want more of these NFL talks and discussions, me and my boy Kid we can always link up and, give our opinions on it. So, that'll be it. I'm tired of taking y'all time. It's a long video, so catch y'all later. Feel this way forever. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. For real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.